What's up, y'all? I am back for another video. Today we're doing Screenrant Is Gay part, I think this will be 16. Yeah, so we're on 16 now. But this one, I saw the title, I was looking at it, and then basically it's pretty much, the whole thing is they're saying the Beekeeper is a John Wick ripoff, and it's not. Just John Wick did not create it's yeah, like the Beekeeper is another movie trying to copy John Wick when that's just not it. I mean, what? I'm wondering what else they're gonna say. Are they gonna say like Equalizer? Because oh my god, this is the part that got me. The Beekeeper is a poor John Wick copy. What you on? What the fuck? How is it a John Wick copy? Like, it legit isn't John Wick. Here's the thing. They're only saying it because the whole premise is for one, I mean, obviously the big one, John Wick kills somebody for a dog, and he goes after his organization. This one, he doesn't really do that. Somebody near him, Adam Clay dies. And, granted, I have my problems with how somewhat it's executed. That's like my only real criticism of the movie a little bit. I don't really buy that lady would shoot herself. I'm just gonna be honest. It is a little bit of a stretch for me to would she shoot herself? Like, I know, I mean, I get it. That's not just her saving. She lost, I get it. But it is a little bit like, would she? But whatever. It is not like John Wick at all. I mean, and for one, John Wick, I mean, I said this in my other videos throughout the week. John Wick's not the only movie that did the whole revenge thing. If you're going to be honest, Death Wish is kind of what started it. It's a genre within action films where it's a revenge story. You get someone who was fucked over in some way or shape or fashion. I mean, even one of my favorite movies, Long Kiss Goodnight, is kind of a similar premise. She gets fucked over by her own organization, so she wants revenge on him. Same with, the character, the Punisher from the comics, has been around since, forever. Way before any of these movies. It's just... It's anything. It's more of a trope. John Wick, but that John Wick didn't originate that. So yeah, it's John Wick a Kill Bill ripoff, or a Death Wish ripoff, or fucking Commando even. I mean, even The Crow has that kind of premise. He kills who wronged him and who killed Shelley. Very much the same kind of thing there. It's just an easy trope to do. And it makes sense. And one of the reasons I like him, it's just because it's just such a feel-good, get him kind of story. Like when someone fucks over somebody, I cannot wait for them to get their fucking revenge. A lot of the time, at least when it's written well, right? Like John Wick. You wanted those motherfuckers to die after what they did to his dog and him, or The Crow is another one. It's a great example of that. But that's always been a thing. That's not it's not original. There's many movies that Kill Bill was 10 years before John Wick, and very much the same premise. It's a weird, I don't know what Screenrant is just retarded. I don't know if they're just so retarded they just think revenge story. That must mean too, they probably don't watch other fucking movies. They probably didn't watch any movie pre John Wick, because I wonder, do they think John Wick's the first action movie or something? Because I mean, even the movie I just watched, Silent Night. So is Silent Night or John Wick ripoff? I wouldn't call it that. It's the same thing. It's a revenge story. It's a simple revenge story. I mean, this idea that it's also just frustrating because it just shows you these motherfuckers who report on movies haven't watched any movie literally, at least in this case, pre John Wick, because they would know about Death Wish, which had multiple sequels too, in the late, in the 70s and 80s. I mean, Commando's very much a revenge story. That was from '85. RoboCop, in a way, is kind of that a little bit, because granted, it's not flat out a revenge story, but there is a little element in there where, when RoboCop becomes somewhat self-aware, kind of wants revenge on Boddicker. So there is a little bit of that in that. So there's been many kind of revenge stories. That's just a classic story to tell, and it's an easy story to tell. So this video isn't going to be long because I'm pretty much just going to be saying the same thing. Screen Rant, you're retarded. The Beekeeper is just another movie that's part of that genre, but it's not a John Wick ripoff at all. I would argue it's not John Wick. Like, at all. Like, I don't see the similarities. It's just this classic revenge story. That's it. But anyway. Later this evening, not this evening, I meant to say tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to do this one in the morning. I will be doing my list for 2011 movies of the year, and I'm interested. I found a couple. I think 2011 was a bit easier of a year. I think 2012 there will be a lot though, which I'll do next month, not tomorrow, but the following Monday. I'll be doing the 2012 list too, because 2012 I haven't made it yet, but I think could be a fun one because that year had a lot too. So, but 2011 was pretty fun and easy to make too. So, are we doing that tomorrow? I'll do a quick rundown, I guess, of what I got going on during the week. That tomorrow, Saw 3 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Samurai Cop, Thursday, Red 2, and then Friday would be The Wrath of Man. This is at least for now. I don't have anything really for the weekend next week yet. I'll figure it out. Like, right now I can't, because it's another weekend where there's nothing really new coming out. So, I'll figure something out to talk about. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it here. Screen Rant's retarded again. The Beekeeper, and the fact that they call it a poor John, it's not a John Wick ripper, but a poor one at that. Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus. Even the movie I'm gonna review this week, Wrath of Man, is a revenge story. Granted, it's a little bit after John Wick, but still, it's not a John. I wonder if they're gonna call that a John Wick ripoff because it's just a revenge story. Because I know John Wick's the only movie that has revenge in it, according to Screen Rant. So anyway, guys, I'll call it here. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.